Captain Kim, what is the difference of toilet in a house and toilet on a boat?
Okay, the difference, there's quite a big difference between the marine toilet, which is the toilet on the boat, and in the house. So we start with the discharge. So when the toilet on the boat, the discharge is using a pump called macerator pump. So the macerator pump is something like this. You see there's a blade here. So this blade is to cut the waste into very small pieces and then discharge out. So there are two types of discharge. One is like for this type, the discharge goes straight into the sea. Okay, there's another type is discharge into a storage tank. We call that the black water tank. So discharge into the black water tank, and then after a while when it's full already, then we discharge out. So in Singapore, right, there are no regulations on when to discharge, but in certain countries like the US, you can only discharge a certain perimeter out from the shoreline. Okay, and the other big difference, okay, before that, because of the macerator pump, the marine toilet we cannot throw anything inside. Otherwise, especially those tissue paper with very thick fiber like wet tissue, they will got stuck here. Then the pump cannot turn. Then once the pump cannot turn, that means you cannot pump all the shit out already. So it is very important when you go onto the boat, don't throw any toilet paper inside. Otherwise, you will get jammed and the pump might get spoiled. Okay. The other big difference, it is the flushing. So for our house flushing, it's always using the water pressure. But the flushing here, we make use of pump. So if you look inside here, if you look below, there is a pump there. So this pump, it is for the flushing of the toilet. So whenever we press the button to flush the water, the pump will draw in the water. Then the macerator will draw the shit out. Okay. Then the pump is worked by power supply. So the power supply is here. So over here, the pump that activates the toilet, we call it the head. This is in marine terms lah. So we call it the head. So why this one is important? Because in the house, when there's a power failure, you still can flush the toilet. But on the boat, when there's no power supply, that means you'll be stuck with a very smelly toilet. Yeah, so this is the major difference between the toilet in the boat and the toilet in the house.